Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the main event, at this time, I would like to introduce you to one of the most influential men in British wrestling history. He is a former FWA British Heavyweight Champion and our head of content, Mr. Alex Shane.
Well, the Ascension Alex Shane, in many ways the godfather, I guess, of the FWA, was the mastermind behind it in the early part of the 2000s when it revolutionised British wrestling, and now it's doing the same thing again.
Good to see you, the fans, obviously many of which know who you are, a very familiar face on the British wrestling scene and a very influential figure in the FWA. We thank you for that. But at this time, this is for the fans that watch FWA Frontline. Recently, you made some very serious accusations, some very serious allegations against the world leader in professional wrestling. You know what I'm talking about. You have accused that company of taking talent, taking money, and not giving anything back. Recently, you made a video regarding this. A lot of fans have seen it. And now you find yourself in a difficult position because you have been threatened with legal action. I don't know if we're going to get any kind of response here today.
First of all, Expo, listen, who's come here to see some wrestling? So I won't take up much of your time. All I'm going to say, Steve, I'm going to make a statement later on. My belief is that we live in a world where so many people, the big corporations, want to take and take and take, and the little people get very little back. Well, this weekend we've all had a great opportunity to be at a place where the guys in charge want us to have a good time. That's the Expo. And all I'm saying is, the corporations can take and take, as long as the little people like us get a little bit of fun occasionally. So when this big company take our talent and they come here and make millions and millions and millions of dollars, and we are struggling, if it wasn't for the Expo, the FWA probably wouldn't be in business right now because it's in a recession. They believe in us, you guys believe in what we're doing, and we believe in you, which is why our friends, my friends, the wrestlers, are putting their lives on the line to give you guys the best entertainment they possibly can in this ring. But can we just give you guys a round of applause from everybody in the back? You've been awesome, honestly awesome, thank you. So, here's the thing. The FWA has the resistance versus the agenda, and I'm going to level with you. A lot of people think wrestling, it's all storyline. As you'll see, we do make contact. And the story between the agenda and the resistance isn't a story, this is real. Some people want to use British wrestling to get to America, which is fine, and some people want to stay and put British wrestling back on TV where it belongs, where it used to be. Hell yeah, as Steve Austin would say. You see, I'm a fan of the American stuff as much as anyone. So what we're going to give you here, if you like what we do, follow us on FWAUK.com, but right now we're going to give you the main event of the weekend. I'll be doing commentary. I just want to hand over to Stevie Aaron, and if you like what you've seen, at the end you just give an FWA chant and you let the organisers of Expo know how much you've enjoyed your time. But can we just do one last thing? Can we have an Expo chant just to get you warmed up? Because I think Expo! 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 Thank you, enjoy the match.
Mr. Alex Shane, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, set for one fall, it is a tag team match. This is the main event of FWA at Expo this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, this is also an FWA Tag Team Title Tournament quarter-final replay. Introducing first.
Well, Alex, I'm delighted to have you with me for this main event, and what a main event we have here as this war continues between the agenda and the resistance. As Stevie Aaron just said, a replay in the Tag Team Title Tournament quarterfinals.
Thing is, Dave Bradshaw, British wrestling's got a whole lot more serious than it has been for the last 20 years. And people watch the agenda and they may think that this is part of some elaborate wrestling storyline. Let me tell you right now, Dave Bradshaw, you're looking at a group of men that want to use the industry that myself and my brothers and sisters have risked their lives for.
Joel Redman, they are the agenda.
The thing is, Dave Bradshaw, some people will watch this and they'll think this is an elaborate storyline that's taking place. They'll think that this is something that is really just a group of guys doing what they're told. I'll tell you right now, you're watching guys who want to use British wrestling as a stepping stone, plain and simple.
Certainly this war between the agenda and the resistance has been boiling over for months now, since the agenda was formed or unveiled at least at Battle Lines in March. Martin Stone being the World Heavyweight Champion for all of that time, and Alex is the head of content here in the FWA. You can't be pleased with how Martin Stone has used his ownership of that belt to dictate terms to FWA management.
That belt has been in the hands of so many wrestling. I'm honoured to have held that belt 2 times, and to see it there used as a prop so that he can take it to the WWE or wherever it is he's going makes me sick. Makes me sick.
An evil smirk from the World Heavyweight Champion directed at Alex Shane, as Yestin Reese and Joel Redman prepare to resume their war of attrition with the Kartel.
I tell you what, the war these guys had at Hope and Glory was off the charts. I mean, it's probably one of the most vicious British wrestling matches I've ever seen, and the fact it only went 8 minutes, that speaks volumes about how violent and how hardcore, without the use of weapons, that match truly was. There's a lot of animosity and hatred going on here, Dave Bradshaw.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents.
I've got a feeling the roof's about to come on this place. And there we go.
This is the team of Shaw Samuel, Terry Frazier. They are collectively known as the Kartel.
You want to pick 2 people who are the personification of pride in their country and pride in their nation's heritage. You're looking at 2 East London lads, Terry Frazier and Shaw Samuels, representing the resistance. They are the Kartel.
This is the resistance, and we need your help.